And aloha! Welcome back to Mystimon Saga. This is Mystimon Saga Hidden Archives, a Pathfinder 2nd edition actual play. And today, I am your host, GM Sith. I think I am. Am I? I'm pretty sure. AKA Seth or Mitchell. And I am today once again joined by our players. Start it off.
Well, I'd be first. So I am binary. I play Bastille the Necromancer now, and Kuldra the Guardian. I don't think Seth is fully our host. I haven't been served snacks. So he's a bad one if so.
Hello, and I am Shadow. I play as Rat the Rogue, and I am also playing Aetos, the Runesmith. And yeah, I agree with binary. Where's my snacks? I was promised cheese and crackers.
I was about to say, if anything, I supplied my own snacks in the form of barbecue Fritos, because, hello everybody, my name is Twilight, and I'll be playing as Ada, the Fey Witch Vorpal.
Hello, I'll be playing, or well, I'm Ducky, and I'll be playing Willow, a Wakan summoner.
Speak up a little more, Ducky.
Okay.
Okay. That was everyone's week. It's been a week, hasn't it?
It was good. Also,
I need to turn
happy
that off.
Chinese New Year.
Oh, yeah.
It was yesterday, I think.
Oh, nice. Yeah. And my week has been pretty fun. Thanks for asking, Seth.
Hopefully that does it. Yeah, of course. So we are actually missing Elle today. We deeply, deeply miss her. Because she had a major work crisis today. Oh, thank you, Keeman45 for following. Thank you so much.
Whoa.
Well, that was fast.
Woo!
Nice.
So, we are missing Elle today because she had a major work crisis, so we are sending her our thoughts. And I'm going to try to get through this without my co-GM.
AKA, the difficulty has now been amped up by 2 levels.
Don't give me ideas. Don't give me ideas.
Too late.
Because I've already prepped up a battle that's going to be, I think, a hell of a fight. Yes, we actually do have a fight today.
And I was about to say, like, next thing you know, we somehow figure out that, like, L is somehow like liminal for Seth's freaking GM potential.
Well, I mean, she definitely gives me a heck of a lot of ideas. So, let's get started, shall we? When we last left our investigators, you started putting all the pieces together. You started putting together all the clues that you had about the second murder, about the first murder, putting together all these clues, putting together these clues about the Valendromes, which are these dream crystals, and may actually be part of the plot that ended with Lady Fiore being in the Dreamlands. And as you started going out to look into things more, you were then interrupted by Ira, who informed you that, first of all, Kwoi has fallen unconscious, and second of all, as she was coming to find you, she saw something completely unbelievable. And when you heard what she saw, and as she described it, and you figured out what this was, you were like, what the hell? That can't be. Because what she described was a Zebon. A dream Mystimon. A Mystimon that should only be in the Dreamlands. How is a dream Mystimon in the waking world? That's what you've got to find out. And so as you were going off to follow Ira to the Wingnut Bluffs to see to Kwoi, a couple of you decided to track this Zebon wherever it had gone off to. And I believe Rat and Willow and Coldra went off to chase down this Zebon.
And Ida.
And Ida. Because Ida is always on a leash.
No. You can't just call her out like that. That's...
And then Soma and Bastille went off to the Wingnut Bluff to see to Kwoi, and just as they got there, Kwoi's body started levitating up in the air as this flash of purple light suddenly appeared, and out of it came Darcore as it crashed to the ground, and Kwoi's body slowly levitated back to the ground. And thank you for the follow. Another follow. And
You wacko.
And sometime later, Darcore finally awoke and was kind of in and out of it for a little while as he explained that Lady Fiore has been taken. Lady Fiore has been taken. And this is not good. Definitely not good at all. Because he believes that Dawn, the Angel of Awakening, is a traitor. And is working with Sorn, the Lord of Nightmares. And he explained that there is a very fine balance between the dreamscape and the nightmare realm. And the more dreamers that are in either the dreamscape or the nightmare realm, the more powerful Yane or Sorn, respectively, are. And his job, Darkore's job, as the sire of deep sleep, is to maintain that balance. And he has maintained that balance for over a millennia. Well, now, Sorn has always been a schemer. So what is Sorn up to? That is what we've got to find out. That is what you've all got to find out. And as Ira described to Darcore what she had seen, this Zeban just running around the city, she asked him, how could that be? How could there be a dream Mystimon here in the waking world? And he said, theoretically, there is one way. If the Black Ages had been used in conjunction with the Shadow Gates. But one would have had to have collected a lot of souls for that to work, because the Black Ages functions using Black Mystia. And during this whole thing, Shadow, your new character, I May, happened to pass by. You were drawn to this scene here at the Wingnut Bluffs, as anyone would, honestly. And immediately, but still thought I May had to have been working with Zolgoth, or may even be Zolgoth in disguise, because that's something Zolgoth can and has often done.
I must clarify, he didn't think for sure, he just had to make sure.
Yeah.
There's a difference.
Yeah. And when Darcore explained this whole thing with the Black Ages, everyone was taken aback, because you know that Zolgoth has been hunting for the Black Ages. And if he has used the Black Ages with the Shadow Gates, which you also know that he has been doing something with the Shadow Gates, if he has used the Black Ages with the Shadow Gates, that is bad. And it could be really, really disastrous for the waking world. And Sarah was also taken aback, and she said, I think I know someone who can help. Any of you can accompany me if you wish, but this is a long overdue conversation about what my cousin, Aerinel, has been hiding. I was really hoping it wouldn't come to this. My father, he's in town too. Just showed up at the Wilted Tree along with my mother. God's damned Arion family reunion. And that is where we pick up, as I believe Soma decided to go along with Sarah. Did Bastille decide to go along with Sarah?
No, it was Aimee that decided to go with
Aimee?
Sarah.
Okay, Aimee
Yeah.
went.
Soma
Yeah, but
and
still was sticking
Bastille's-
with Soma.
Yeah, they stuck
Okay.
behind to ask Darcore more questions, if I remember correctly.
Okay.
Because Bastille's had no intentions of leaving Soma alone when they know Soma's one of the targets of Zolgoth.
Yes. So, that is where we pick up. And if I remember correctly, Ada, we actually left off with when Ada, Rat, and Willow and Huldra had tracked down this Zeban just outside of the, well, just in the Primal Wood. You track down this Zeban here. I have no idea what my cat is doing.
Just do cat things.
Yeah, as usual. So, that is where we pick up. You track down this Zeban to the Primal Wood. It was it was just inside the tree line. Cauldra leaped up into the trees. Just leaped up there. Because
As one does.
as one does.
I
Like a
don't see what the
rabbit.
big issue is.
Like a rabbit. And
He's only the size of a tank. What's the problem?
And Rat is sneaking. Willow's just standing right there in the middle of this plains area. Rat is sneaking, and after figuring out that, oh, this rock is way too small to hide me, Ada finally decided to go hide somewhere else. And that is where we pick up. So, I am going to have, because Zeban was suddenly surprised while walking out here, because it was lured out here with this ghost sound spell. It was suddenly surprised because Willow's just standing right there. And I'm going to have everyone roll for initiative.
Yes.
At least everyone that's here.
Alright.
So we have Ada here.
It's very funny. You don't have any of either of the two new classes in this.
We have Uldra here.
It's so
We
big.
have Rat here. We have Willow just blatantly standing right there. And let's move Ada over here. Let's move Rat over here. Cauldra is up in a tree. I don't know how. This tree is...
You said I could find a big enough tree to hold him. That was my first question.
Yep. We'll see if it works.
Like, I was about to say, for some reason, Coldress managed to find the fucking tree of life to sit on top of.
There are big trees out there.
And I'm going to toggle combat state. We have all four of you in the combat tracker.
Oh.
I need to also add a Zeban in here real quick.
Can I use stealth from my initiative, Seth?
Yes. Everyone
Thank
who
you.
was sneaking beforehand, use stealth for initiative. Because that is
Thank
something
you.
cool that you can do in Pathfinder. In
Do
core
I have
Pathfinder, not
to?
just in our house rules.
Do I roll
this would be a-
separately?
An
Do I roll
NPC.
separately?
Do I have to use stealth?
I roll
You don't have to,
for
but you
like,
can if you want to.
wake up.
I
Oh, well,
suggest
I just more mean, do I have to use the stealth score for the because it's a difference of a plus 11 versus a plus 19 for my initiative score.
Do I roll separately for my Mystimon partner?
Your Mystimon partner has the same initiative as you.
Okay.
I can explain the rules for animal companions, but essentially the animal companion follows your initiative, and you can use the command an animal basic action to essentially give one of your actions to give your animal companion two actions.
That's how it works with Mystimon companions. With Mystimon partners, which go off of Eidolon rules, different.
Ah, never mind. Apologies.
So your Psychon is going to follow your initiative.
Okay, yeah.
And so we have Wraithlin in here as well. I'm going to also roll initiative for the Zeban. There we go.
I never got clarification if I have to use it for the bonus.
Okay, I need to bounce this out of here. Thank you. Okay, we have Coldra, what is your initiative?
I mean, again, I was asking if I have to use the stealth actual bonus for the initiative, or if I could still use the perception bonus, because perception's much higher than the stealth.
If you want to use perception instead, go for it.
Okay.
Yeah. Essentially, how initiative works is you can be like, oh, hey, can I use this other skill? Like, you have to
Yeah.
argue, like, oh, why this appropriate skill is why you can use that for initiative.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd love to use athletics if that one's available.
Explain
Well,
how.
I mean, you did athletics yourself up the tree,
I did.
Yeah.
so
Makes
use
perfect
athletics
sense.
instead.
Okay. Do you want me to re-roll or just tell you what my athletics bonus is?
Go for it. Yes, re-roll.
Okay.
Ooh.
Just making sure.
Gracious GM, Seth.
I am being benevolent for just this
You'll
once
need to-
tonight. Don't worry, tonight I'm going to be very malevolent.
You'll need to remove me from the initiative tracker since it says
Okay.
I've already rolled initiative.
Remove. And then re-add. Go.
Thank you. Yeah. There we go. Exact
go.
same roll, but because of the higher bonus.
Like
Yep.
I was about to say,
So-
how did I get one better with a 16 than what oh god with a plus 25?
So
Yeah,
how
'cause I
does it
rolled a
work with your
9.
Raveland?
Wraithlin is my animal companion, so he goes off of me.
Okay.
I have to use my command animal action, so you can take
Okay.
him off of combat.
Go for it.
Okay. Thank you.
We are starting with Rat. So we are using the imprinting rules here, and in this campaign, in Mystimon Saga Hidden Archives, and in Mystimon Saga in general, characters can imprint Mystimon. Mystimon are magical creatures with magical powers, and how imprinting works is this is grinding off of the victory point system. How imprinting works is you can roll a check to try to gain some influence with this Zebon. These encounters are a race against the clock. To reach the imprint point threshold, you need to reach 5 imprint points before the Zebon reaches 5 resist points. And you could use, there are a variety of skill options which can be used, as well as the ability to use perception to uncover more information. Depending on the Mystimon, you can use either nature, occultism, arcana, or religion to influence it. In this case, it's going to be occultism, because Zebon is a creature from the dreamscape.
Sick. Okay.
So, you could even use intimidation to try to sway it, though this might be less effective depending on the species. So, start us off, Rat. How are you approaching this Zebon?
These Zebons are skittish in nature, from what I remember last session.
Yes, they are naturally skittish.
So what Rat is gonna do, he is gonna essentially very slowly pop out of cover. He's gonna be like, hold on there. I know you can't understand me that well, but you're here in a land that you probably don't know much about. You're scared, but just stay calm. Don't do anything rash. All right? We'll get you taken care of right now. And that's an occultism check, correct?
Yes.
To try to calm it down.
Yes.
Yeah, that's hero point. I mean, that's a story point. We're starting off good, guys.
Yes, you might want to.
And don't forget, with yours being related to like the taming of stuff, you've got mythic stuff you can do with those hero points as well.
So,
I
that
need
is
to
a
have the feats.
39. That is 39 to try to imprint this. The Zebon.
Exactly.
And that happens to be a critical success. You gain 2 imprint points.
Sick. And was that all of my actions, or was that just 2?
That was just, I believe 2.
Okay, so that's 2 actions. I'm gonna like. Can I? How many times can I imprint it before I have to? No, wait, I apologize. Can I do it a roll again, or am I only restricted to 1?
Sure.
Okay. I'm gonna roll occultism again. I'm gonna. All right, now calm down. All right, we're just here to be friends. We're not here to hurt you. It's scary, but you're good. Oh,
Ooh.
41, that is another critical success. You have 4 imprint points. Well, I was getting a little, it's getting a little dicey here.
I apologize.
Next, Ada. I can't hear you, Ada.
But wait a minute, does it sound better?
Yes.
Okay. When in doubt, just try and, I guess, go for an imprint, because we've already got 4. Let's see if I could somehow manage to make it with Blade. That's still occultism.
Let's see. We're not here to kill this thing, right? We're just.
No.
Oh my goodness
A
gracious!
critical success
Wow.
to try to imprint it. You're trying to imprint it?
Yep.
Okay, that is 2 imprint points for Ada.
Oh, I thought it was like a collective 5.
Nope. In this
Wow.
case, it's basically a race against each other.
Yeah,
Pretty sure it's
Yeah.
individual.
yeah, we're all trying to get this thing.
No.
You will become our friend.
Jeez, if anything, I did not expect that to be a fucking nat 20.
No.
I don't think anyone expects a
Three
nat
nats
20.
in
It
a
just
row.
happens.
No, it just happens. Yeah.
3.
Albeit the thing is, I occasionally say it in my other games, but I don't roll dice, I flip coins. It's typically the opposite end of whatever my first dice roll is, so this is a really bad sign.
Oh no.
Okay, so what are you going to do now, Ada?
You know what, let's just attempt to go for it again. Just going for another imprint attempt. Not sure
Yeah,
why
you can try another imprint attempt.
Not sure why I stumbled over my own words for a second.
That is not a critical success this time, so now you have 3 imprint points.
Okay, then, so that means that critical must be somewhere around 38 or 49.
Mm.
And I think that was it for the toll, I think.
Okay. Huldra, our test guardian. I'm not sure why your name shows up like that in here.
I don't know. I
Oh,
mean,
I was
like,
wondering who that was.
Yeah, I was too.
he's not really good at the making friends thing.
Yeah, it's not really his thing, is it?
And, like, he feels like if he drops down, that is just gonna scare this thing off.
Yeah.
Like, He is.
You could delay
He
your
is
turn.
more of a big monster than the Mystimon is.
Yeah. You could
So-
delay your turn.
Yeah, I think he's just holding for if stuff goes wrong.
Okay.
And if something attacks them, then he will leap at them with all his might.
Okay.
That's scary.
Cauldra delays. Willow.
Okay.
Willow, what are you going to do? This big Sasquatch creature just standing in the middle of the plains.
I believe in you, Ducky.
Can you imagine this tiny little creature, this tiny little feline creature, just is slowly coming out of the woods? Suddenly sees this big giant Sasquatch creature towering over it.
Yeah.
Dude, dash. Let's see. I think I can do that.
Bestiary imprinting. You're using your bestiary skill instead. Your bestiary lore skill, which is something the special that Mystimon summoners have.
Yes. I'm gonna
Think of it
use
like
that.
I can't remember the exact name for it, but think of it like the thaumaturge.
Oh. Okay. Neat.
I'm gonna use that instead of
Speak up.
let's see. I'm gonna use that to try to imprint it.
Go for it. Go for it. Let's see this in action.
See? Oh,
23. That is a
That's,
failure. It gains a resist point.
failure. Okay.
You want to try again?
You got this. I believe in you. You're gonna roll nat 20.
Willow, see that doesn't work. Looks. I know. Can you like? I don't know if I guess how language works with Mystimons. Like, do they like understand simple thoughts? Or
They
like their
they
partner?
actually they
some
actually have their
might
own
some
language.
might be able to read your thoughts, but not really.
Okay.
From what I remember, they actually do have their own language, but Kwai's the only one that knows it. It's
Yeah.
called Sylvan. Sylvan, yeah.
Yeah, Silverin.
Okay. I was gonna try to motion Iggy to maybe get near it
Okay.
to see if it'll, I guess, calm down or
Okay, so
Trust. Let's
you
see.
get your Psychon to move closer towards it. Psychon is this small little purple lizard. It's tiny little purple lizard.
Okay. Well,
Okay.
here we go.
Do you want to roll your Mystiary check again?
Yeah, here we go.
Go for it.
Oh,
30. That
30.
is a
Awesome.
success. You gain one
Yay.
imprint point.
Yay.
And that is Willow's turn. The Zebon. The Zebon is scared. It's going to hide behind a tree. And it's going to try to use a stealth check.
What language is that?
Let me do it this way.
Um,
Okay. So, Zebon is trying to hide. Whether it's working or not, that's unknown. Rat. Let's see, what is Rat's perception DC? You can see it. It's not hiding
Oh.
very well.
You know, you're not a really good hider. I can see you trying to hide under that tiny rock. It really ain't that. Listen, you can't understand me, but we're trying not to hurt you. And I'm gonna attempt to roll an occultist to try to imprint it.
Okay.
Unfortunate.
That is a failure. It gains another resist point, so it is at 2 resist points now. You can try
All right.
again.
Last one. Let's hope for the best, guys.
That is a success. You gain an imprint point, and you are at 5 imprint points. Rat
5.
successfully imprints Zebon.
You succeeded.
I will make that stat block later. But
Well,
Rat
I
has
think
successfully imprinted Zebon.
Well, I was just thinking, man, it's supposed to be my element. What's happened?
And
Well, just looks at you and says, "Good job. Good job."
He's gonna tip his hat towards Willow, and it's just like, well, I didn't want to. It seemed wrong to kill that thing. It wasn't gonna harm anybody.
Yeah.
And plus, you
Wouldn't
seem to
harm
really
you.
want it. So you know what? Maybe you can watch over him.
Yeah.
I got Junior over here, and I got Bat. So I'm fine.
Yeah.
You would not.
I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind that.
You would not.
Well, I just
Nope.
smiles. Think.
Whenever I don't need poor little Zebon, you can watch over him, or her, or it.
you don't know his gender.
Oh.
Do you want to make an occultism check to check its gender?
Sure. Watch this. Watch me
This
now.
is-
Won this.
What be that one?
Oh, never mind.
Okay, not 15.
31. You believe... I'm actually going to... It's a female.
A female.
And now things get interesting.
Oh.
Things get really interesting.
Oh, God.
I may...
What
You
is
suddenly
this?
remember that you have to get to a match. Your match is
Oh.
at the Pinewood Arena in the championship games. So you have to rush over there to get to your match. But still, you have a match. You just remembered you have a match, and you're zooming off. I'm
This
assuming.
happening-
Not without Soma, I'm not.
Is this
So you
happening all
inform
of us?
Soma that you have to get to a match. Sarah will go.
I'm not leaving without Soma, though.
No,
Let's
in my
be clear,
head,
I'm not just gonna leave Soma alone.
Okay.
No, in my head, I imagine Bastille, wait a minute, and he just picks her up and just drags her along. That's what I'm imagining.
Like Bastille's just killing Soma like in the old-fashioned Paper Mario games.
Not even like carrying her around like she's a sack, that has produce inside. So mean.
Is this for all of them?
So
Sorry,
Soma
Al.
did have questions for Darcore, and I had asked Soma what those questions were so that Bastille could potentially ask them in place. Just for reference.
Okay.
Because specifically they wanted to know if Darcore knew anything about the dream crystals.
Does Darkor know anything about the dream crystals? Excuse me. Darcore knows absolutely nothing about dream crystals. He would look at you like you just said in alien language, because he doesn't know anything about the inventions of your kind, of humanoid kind on this plane. He knows nothing about that. He knows only about artifacts that have to do with the Dreamlands. He knows about the Black Ages because the Black Ages was actually invented in the Dreamlands. It wasn't invented in this world.
Okay. Does he know how mortals can get into the Nightmare Realm?
He does not.
Does he, did he have any more details on what happened?
He doesn't really, he can't really give you much more information than what he has already given you, because everything happened so fast. He was attacked suddenly by these Chinas and Xarxes. And
Okay.
which are these, the Chinas are these small weasel creatures with really long claws. And Xarxes are these like glider-shaped crow creatures. They're kind of glider-shaped. They glide around mostly. They don't actually have wings that flap.
Okay. Out of the listed Soma questions, but I had some spouting off of that. Did he ever mention how he got into this realm from the Nightmare and Dream Realm?
It's a special ability that he has.
Okay. And then does he know about, like, have any concept of, like, void gates and, like, what they do, or no?
You mean Shadow Gates?
Yes.
He knows very little about Shadow Gates. He knows that Shadow Gates can be used to get to the Dreamlands, but he doesn't know anything about how they work or anything.
Okay. Does he know, like, other than the fact that they can be used to get into the Dreamlands, within the Dreamlands themselves, if you use a Shadow Gate to get into them, do they have, like, a set location on the other side?
He doesn't know.
Okay.
All he knows is there have been some people who have randomly shown up in the Dreamlands from a Shadow Gate.
Got it. Because, I mean, there's always the possibility it's a one-way door, and if it's a one-way door, we gotta find a new door back. Where we go.
Yep.
No.
Yep. So
Didn't think about that, did you, Rat?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, Darcore, it doesn't think a Shadow Gate is your best plan of getting to the Dreamlands.
Well, we'd love to hear options. That it sounds like he doesn't know.
He doesn't know. But you have other NPCs that you could ask. But you have to get to a match.
Yeah, so I just wanted to make sure to ask those questions first, since Soma wasn't here too. And then, yes, I mean, like, unless there's something, like, majorly pressing, because, like, obviously, Bastil's not gonna put, like, the match having priority over, like, emergencies.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, Lady Fiore being captured by the Lord of Nightmares, that's something of a priority, but there's not a whole lot you can do about it right now.
Yeah. Crystal has told us not to just charge the Shadow Gate she knows about, and so we are not just charging the Shadow Gate she knows about.
Yeah, because you don't want to be stuck in the Dreamlands. You have no idea how to get back.
Look, that still figures if it helps get his memories back, he can figure out the rest later. But He's delaying for now.
All right. So, you rush off to get to Pinewood Arena, and Aimee is also rushing off to get to Pinewood Arena. And you meet up at the arena and suddenly realize, oh crap, you're my partner. So this is going
less
to be
crap and more just like, oh, look, this guy again.
It's all crap for Aimee. You killed his hat.
Your point?
The hat had it coming.
That had it coming. So I am actually going to delete these guys off of here because we want a clean slate. We are going to bring... No, not him. We want Aimee. We want Bastille. And your opponent. Your opponents. You see this rock walking out with dressed in this kind of really light leather armor, but he has this big axe and he's ready to swing it. And the announcer calls his name Scrapper. And next, another rock enters the arena. And you know this guy. But still, you met this guy when he insulted your friend Zoe and called her weak because she uses magic. Well, you use magic too. Are you weak?
Eh.
And you know...
Not really, but like he doesn't care about this person. He's kind of ambivalent.
You know this guy already as Vlorsting. And the announcer calls his name out as Vlorsting the Mutilator. Summon your Mystimon.
A bunch of shadows crawl out of Bastille.
Oh, right. Mystimon. I forgot.
I'm lending you Brigadier and Prettyfoot and Cora, which are Zoe's Mystimon. So those are your three Mystimon, and Bastille, you also have Vamprawl.
Yeah!
That is a terrifying creature. Where did you get that? How did you even manage to tame that?
He just shrugs.
Well, your opponents shrug as well, as Scrapper here summons two of these bipedal saurian creatures that you've never seen before. They have these 6-inch retractable claws.
Just gonna
you could roll me a nature check if you want to try to identify these things.
Sure.
Scrapper also summons a Grizzless.
Question, would Mythos or...
Mythos wouldn't work here.
Okay, occultism wouldn't either.
Nope.
Okay.
I may. You have heard stories about these creatures. You think they are dinosaurs. You think they are dinosaurs, a class of Mystimon that are thought to have been extinct. But you have heard stories that some dinosaurs yet live. Do you think these are Velocics? As they snarl at you. And
You know,
Vorsting-
if sorry,
Go ahead.
I'm gonna respond to Scrappy. She's like, after me and my compatriot here kicks you and beats you up, you have to show me where you got those Velocics at. I'm very interested.
The Vrock roars at you.
Am I
Someone
have
supervised.
permission to put tokens onto the board?
They are on the board.
No, can I have permission to? Because I have my thralls.
Oh,
So I would like to. So I'm asking
Sure.
for permission so that I don't have to ask you every time I make a thrall.
oh, sure. I'm not sure how. I think you would have to create actors.
Yes, I do not have permission to create a new token for the thrall actor, is what it says.
And
I was thinking, I
I
was
just
seeing
made
if I
a
could just.
thrall. And I will give you ownership of it. And I'm going to quickly make it level 0. I believe that's what these things are.
Oh yeah,
And,
they have one wolf.
ownership to binary. You should be able to just drop the thrall onto the battlefield. Vlorsting. He now summons his Mystimon. He starts with this big praying mantis creature. You're not sure what it is. Make me a nature check if you want to find out what this is.
I will roll that.
Go for it. Uh, 28.
I'm glad I'm getting it out of the way for this.
We have a 1 on the die for Bastille. Bastille, you are absolutely certain that this is a void terror. You are positive this is a void terror.
Again.
I may. This is what this is.
Bo-
You can inform Basil what this is, what this actually is, if you want.
Yeah. I will. Let me see. Where did you post it?
I posted it in the chat. In Founder Trap.
I don't see it. Oh, okay. That's what that weird symbol was. Tele.
Is this coming through in English?
No, it's not. Because it's coming through ancient Almanon. What's common? Because it might be because you have on one of the languages on the chat instead of like Almanon or something like that. which is essentially the common, I think.
I have it on New Terranon. You should be able to read it. Not sure why
Oh,
you
that's
can't.
because I. Oh, okay. I have to have that.
New Terranon is common.
Have that language. Why is it not popping up? That's so weird. Oh, because it's here.
I may should
Very
have
funny
it.
because I can read it.
Yeah.
You don't
Well,
have
you-
New Terranon. I'm
Yeah.
editing your sheet right now.
Thank you.
This is stupid. You should have had
Oopsies.
it.
Yeah, it gave me.
There.
There you go. Okay. It's like Psychtis is what I see. Okay. Ah, that's whatever creatures you thought those were previously. Those are what are known as Psychtis.
And he summons another creature. He summons this nasty looking creature that has gray, taut, leathery skin. And it has these really long, razor sharp claws, 3 of them on each hand. It is like a humanoid creature. And in its jaws are lined with tons of these long, razor sharp teeth. Kind of think like Baraka from Mortal Kombat.
Oh,
It's a little bit like that. You can make me an occultism check to identify this creature.
Oh, that's interesting.
That's like
Yeah. That's not good.
25.
Let's go.
And 37 from Bastille. Bastille, you know immediately this is a daemon. And you know daemons are really nasty creatures. You know,
I know.
I'm giving you a little more information than just what this creature's name is, because you just rolled a critical success. Daemons are really nasty. Their bites, you have heard, can pass along this virus called a flesh-eating virus. It may also induce a disease called daemon fever. And it may also induce paralysis. And
There's
its
a good
breath,
reason Beth still knows this, because he can become one.
And its breath can be really nasty and make you sick. Daemons are really, really nasty creatures. And next he summons this big bipedal creature that roars. And I'm not sure why none of these are showing up on the stream. That is really, really weird.
This Rampral's gonna need to put in some work.
Yes. You could make me a nature check or an arcana check to identify this big beast.
All right, I'm gonna roll an Arcana.
Same.
40.
It's just
from
like that.
Ime. And 32 from Bastille. I'm giving you more information because you just rolled a critical success. You know this creature is another dinosaur. It is a dinosaur called Tyrannox. And you know that it is an element color Mystimon. It has a flame blast that can deal some really heavy fire damage. It can trample you. It can stomp you. It has all kinds of really powerful abilities. And it was once known as the Tyrant King of the dinosaurs. And now.
Rat, this fight's looking a little bit stacked against us.
Yeah. I thought this was going to be easy, and that they started summoning the Mystimon. I believe that we are way in over our elements, but you know what? The great scholars never... Where would we be if the great scholars of old never ventured out?
I have to really quickly make this is supposed to be an ally. How would I make that an ally?
Binary, we are so cooked, bro.
The action economy's kind of screwed against us.
Party. Okay, I have to go through and quickly make all of these party.
Okay. No. From what I last remember, I believe since it's just for the tournament, but all Mystimon companions have their own initiative. If I remember correctly.
They go off of like animal companions.
Okay, never mind then.
So we've got a lot of enemies here.
Yeah.
Good luck.
We got this.
We've got this.
I got big boy.
But still, do you have any other Mystimon?
I mean, I thought I was potentially gonna get a chance with the Mystimon hunt thing. I thought that was part of the reason we were doing that was.
Well, unfortunately, the Mystimon hunt battle that's not starting yet. That's actually starting at tomorrow.
You did not give me a chance to get any other Mystimon, so no.
Don't worry. Your best friend Rat will give you Bat.
Oh, I'm bringing Bat onto the field. Okay.
Yeah.
Is Rat
Let's just say
here?
that everything that happened. Let's just say that just for right now. There you go. You got Bat. I think you need one more, so you can have Junior as well.
Junior.
He is gonna get cooked.
No.
Quite literally with that Pteranodon.
I'm glad that Mystimon don't die.
They only get knocked out in this.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
I need to make sure that they are configured as party.
No.
Yep.
I've never got a chance to do anything else. I genuinely thought that's why the tournament hadn't been brought up, is because we were doing the Mystimon hunt thing first, so that he could potentially have stuff for this.
Yeah, this is like the last match before that triathlon. And let's start things off. Let's roll for initiative. Ducky, Ada and Willow, are you in the stands? Is Rat in the stands?
I'm
Yeah,
in the stands. Yes,
they have to be in the
watching.
stands.
My
Roll for initiative. I will
oh,
roll for our opponents.
Nah. I don't have control over Zoe's stuff, so I gonna have to roll that for us too.
Okay. I think I already did.
I'm gonna re-roll mine with a story point.
Okay.
I was told there would be popcorn. But
Oh, there's popcorn. There's lots of popcorn. There's peanuts. You want some? You hear a guy calling peanuts, popcorn. Come and get your peanuts and popcorn.
I'll take some popcorn.
Popcorn for the Wakan. What's the matter with you here? It is kind of a nice Vakarn with a flame red beard. Does Ada want some popcorn or peanuts? Okay, let us start. Has begun. Let me do that. Okay, we start off with Vlorsting the Mutilator. Easy name. Vlorsting the Mutilator will 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. He will march up here. And he is going to go towards I May. 5. Go there. And that will be Vlorsting's turn. So, how this is going to work is I'm actually going to move these guys back because this is a tag battle. And who is going to actually, let's start off, who's going to actually be tagged in first? Bastille or I May?
Well, binary, what do you want? I'm fine with whatever.
Same.
Alright. I guess I may will.
Okay.
Unless you think you can take on the Annihilator. The Mutilator, I mean.
You want to go first? You can go first.
Alright,
Okay.
let's do it.
We start off with I May. We're going to bring it Damoned up. And Damon just starts trampling forward.
Thunk, 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 thunk. Oh no.
And not his turn, but still delays. And it's Velocix delays, Psychics delays. Actually, no, wait. Is Cyctus up? Yeah, Cyctus is up. Cyctus comes forward. Cyctus starts trampling forward. And Megarox. What is Megarox going to do? I will command it for you. I will control it for you. What is Megarox going to do?
Thank you. I want to Megarox to come over here.
Okay. It charges forward.
Yes.
It wants a bite out of this Vlorsting.
Yeah, I want to see
it knows Vlorsting. You get the feeling it knows Vlorsting. It wants a bite out of him. Okay.
Yes. Now, can you do the pierce armor action for Prettyfoot?
Okay, pierce armor makes the Megarox makes a Fing's strike against a creature that is grabbing. It is not grabbing Vlorsting yet.
Oh, never mind. I'm sorry. Yeah, sorry. Apologies. Yeah, grab action first and then pierce armor.
Yeah.
Oopsies.
So you want to do
reading.
A claw or a Fing's.
Yeah. Okay. Apologies. Yeah. So strike first with the Fang.
Okay. It rolls a 1 on the die.
That's sad.
A 1 on the die. Let's bring up the fumble deck. And this was an unarmed attack. It just tore a muscle. I don't know how. It just tore a muscle. As it was charging forward, it was so ready to come at the Vlorsting that it kind of tore its shoulder cuff, and now it is now enfeebled 1 until healed.
Okay. Well, then that was 2 actions. I guess 1 last action. Strike again, I guess.
Yeah, you could try.
Yeah, let's hope for better at map 5.
Yep, let's try it. It tries again. It lunges forward. Does it beat his AC? No, it does not. It is a critical miss.
That's sad. Okay, unfortunate.
He just handily dodges Megarox's attack and is laughing. Weak. Next.
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, if Ami had glasses, he would have pushed them up, but he doesn't.
Next. Bristless delays. It is your turn.
Oh, by the way, this token didn't roll initiative, just to let you know.
Oh.
Yeah.
Let me see about that.
I'm not sure if Vampral did either.
Yeah, Bram probably didn't either.
Is
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you. Now, time to show off the runesmith stuff.
Why does Vampral not have a bonus?
Vampral does have a bonus, I believe.
It says +0. It just did 1d20 for a total of 9.
It has a plus 14 perception bonus. I'm not sure why it came up like that. Oh, it was probably because it was using stealth for some reason.
Well, it looks like because it's stealth as its primary. I don't. Either way, yeah, it didn't use a bonus for it. It doesn't show it has any skills on the sheet.
Yeah, I had to change it to perception. Not sure why it was set to stealth.
Oh, good. Alrighty, time to show off the runesmith.
Yes.
So, I mean,
what can the Runesmith do? The Runesmith is one of the new classes that Paizo is introducing in the Impossible playtest. Paizo comes up with the cheesiest names. The Impossible playtest. Cheesy as F.
Nice.
So Rootsmith and Necromancer are two brand new classes that are coming into the game, and we are playtesting them for you right here, right now.
And the odds are stacked, folks.
Yeah. Please show off. What can the Runesmith do?
What Aime does is he is going to take out essentially his artisan's toolkit that he carries around. He takes it out. He's essentially gonna like draw and like doodle something. He's gonna use the invoked rune action.
Alrighty. He is using the invoke rune action. What does that do?
So what the evoke rune action does, it allows me to either trace or etch a rune on a person. And for this, I am gonna etch, or I'm gonna trace this rune. Atrill, Rune of Fire.
And what does this rune do?
Atrill, Rune of Fire. This rune is often placed on a stone in a hearth to ensure a fire does not go out at night. Its power enabling even stone to burn. The bearer's fire resistance, if any, is reduced by 6. Its immunities are unaffected. That happens if you etch it on at something. And if I invoke the rune, which is another action that I can do, which I will do right now.
Okay, where are you etching this rune?
Sorry, I apologize. I did it all backwards. I was supposed to trace rune first, and then evoke it. I apologize deeply.
Okay, so trace rune. Tell me, what does it do?
Yes. So essentially, what trace rune does is requirements. You have a hand free or are holding an artisan's toolkit. Your fingers dance, glowing light, leaving behind the image of a rune. You apply one rune to the adjacent target, matching the rune's usage description. The rune remains until the end of your action. If you spend 2 actions to trace the rune, you draw the rune in the air and it appears on a target within 30 feet. You can have any number of runes applied in this way. So that would take 2 actions to do it at range. So right now, Vorstag, the Mutinator, has the Atrill rune traced on him.
Alrighty.
And then if I use my third action, Invoke Rune, I will utter the name of the rune that is within 30 feet.
Okay.
And it blazes with power.
So he has to make a basic fortitude save. And he rolls a critical success.
That's sad.
That means he takes no damage at all.
Not even half.
Not even half.
Oh well.
And that is Aime's turn. And you suddenly feel the ground shake beneath your feet as this big Tyrannosaurus Rex Mystimon, this Tyrannox, starts charging forward. And it wants a bite out of this Megarox, it looks like. And this Velocix is delaying. Wraithlin is up. Wraithlin is delaying because it is not tagged in yet.
It looks like Rat Jr. isn't on the board. And Vampirl still shows as 9 on the actual initiative tracker for reference.
Yeah.
Oh no, Junior. Okay.
So it is Brigadier's turn. Yep, that's one of yours.
Yeah.
What
Can
is
I
Brigadier
command
going
it?
to do?
I'm gonna command Brigadier come over here and give the flank bonus for Pretty Foot.
Okay.
And can Brigadier attack, or is it just... Oh no, wait, it's tiny. It has to be in the same spot.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Yeah, so...
Meow. Meow.
You know, not that I think about it. who who brings a Naeko to a fight?
Naekos are small house cats, essentially. Who does bring a
You're
Naeko to a
dead.
fight?
I just met a frog and she said, "Hey, I met a frog and she said I can borrow her stuff." So I was like, "Okay." I did not know that. Brigadier, attack him, I guess, but you had to go inside his space. Oh no.
So Vlorsting is going to raise his great club, but still should start to get a little hint here. And he is going to strike at the Mega Rocks. Get out of my face! And he rolls a 20 on the die. With this bludgeoning, the target is sickened 3. It is a crunch. It crunches down on Megarox's left side. And it goes... And it is now sickened 3. It is not having a good day. It is not having a good day. Megarox is now a little bit injured. It's not looking too great. And now Vlorsting is going to he's going to use his battle cry. Roar! Oops. There we go. What Battle Cry does is bellowing mightily. The Vrock gives themselves and all Vrock allies within 60 feet a +1 bonus to attack and damage rolls until the start of his next turn. So that is his battle cry. I have no idea why it showed up there twice. And then he's going to get out of this flank by coming over here to attack Aime. But he can't attack right now because that is the end of his turn. Damon. It is snarling. It comes over here. And Damon is going to bite Aime.
It's gonna crit. I know in my life today he's going to crit.
28. Does that hit?
No, that misses.
It misses with a 28. And is going to try to bite you again. 26 misses. That is Damon's turn. Korra, the Jagunda, this big python Mystimon. That is one of yours, I believe.
Yes, it was Zoe's. So I'm gonna sorry.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna command Korra to come over here and give me the flank.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna command it to attack. Does it have any special abilities?
It can tighten itself around Vlorsting and constrict him.
Okay, does it have to attack
Yes.
to do that?
Yes,
Okay,
it needs to grab him.
Alright. So I'm gonna have Cora attack him.
Okay. And it probably misses.
Yeah, unfortunate.
Yep, it critically misses.
Yeah.
He just easily dodges it. You are weak.
Let's go gambling. Move a strike with a math 5.
And it is a 20 on the die.
Oh!
Let's get it. And I believe this is a piercing attack. It is a piercing attack. The target must succeed on a DC 5 flat check to cast spells with a verbal component until healed. It somehow it lunges at him and somehow manages to bite his mouth. And he's ugh. And it can't grab right now because it needs to spend another action to grab, and he doesn't have any more actions.
That's so sad. But oh well. Next time.
Unfortunately, this crit doesn't really affect Vlorsting the Mutilator. But let's roll damage.
Big damage.
And Vlorsting takes a big 44 points of damage.
Oh.
Did it take the damage? Yes, he did. He did take the damage.
Oh, he's a healthy boy, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. He's looking a little bit injured, but he's kind of shaking it off. We'll pay for that.
I'm
Delay,
Patricia. I will
delay.
make you pay for that.
Delay. Actually, no, wait. Sectus does not delay. Sectus comes up and is going to go over here. Just behind the demon. And now it is Megarox's turn. You can tag out to Bastille at any time. When it gets to your turn. When it gets to your turn, you can tag out to Bastille.
And he gets to fight this? That's cool.
Yes. It is
All
called
right.
a tag match, after all.
Okay. Does it take... Do I have to use my entire turn, or does it take actions?
It takes... It is an activity to tag him in.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So it's going to take 3 actions to tag him in.
Okay.
So it is Megarox's turn. What is Megarox going to do?
Megarox, I want Megarox to actually... why not? Let's go gambling. Let's try to see if Megarox can do its special funny ha-has.
Okay.
So, let's do the claws.
Okay.
Attack with the claws.
24 misses. It misses on Vlorsting if it's trying to attack Vlorsting.
Yes, it was going to try to attack Flourishing.
It would have hit the demon.
Unfortunate.
So, want to try something else?
Yeah, I guess second action attack the demon then.
Okay. It is now going
Let's see
to
how this
attack the
goes.
demon at a mat 5. It just manages to hit the demon. It snatches onto the demon's arm and is crunching down on it.
Yes. Now grab it.
And yeah, you want him to spend its last action to grab it.
Yes, it'll be at a map 10, I believe. Because it has the hostile trait. But we could go gambling.
So it is now grabbed. The demon is now grabbed.
Alright. Sick.
And let's roll the damage. Actually, I already rolled the damage. The demon takes 20 points of damage. It is looking barely injured. That is Megarox's turn. Aime, it is your turn. Do you want to tag out?
I am. Ame is just gonna like raise his hand. He's gonna okay. This guy might be a little too much for me. Switch with me, please. Whoever your name is.
Okay, you swap out for Bastille. Bastille, it is you are up. We're going to come back to you. You are up. What are you going to do?
Let's see here. We're gonna go ahead and do... I need to make... Yeah, that hits them all. We're gonna do a Shadow Blast, 15-foot burst right there.
Okay, you are casting Shadow Blast. What does it do?
You shape the shadow substance into netherworld of the netherworld into a blast. I choose a type. I'm gonna choose force for the damage type.
Okay.
And then they need to make a... Doesn't say...
Reflex or will? One of the two.
Yeah, I'm seeing if I can find the actual type, since it says either, because the actual details don't say which chooses which.
So you are shaping the shadow substance of the abyss and drawing it into this world. And this is going to be what kind of save?
So do I choose which one I want it to be?
Yeah, it's just choose.
Let's go with Will. This guy seems like he's more athletic.
Okay.
He's a healthy boy for my fortitude.
So, Lorsting rolls 29 for a failure for his will save. Damon rolls a 29 at a failure as well. Cyctus rolls a 21, a critical failure.
Yes.
And Tyrannox looks like it's just in the range.
Yup.
And it rolls a critical failure. We are going to roll damage.
That magic seems very, very
powerful.
Unnerving.
So Floresting is going to take full damage. The Daemon is going to take full damage. The Cyctus is going to take double. And Tyrannox is going to take double.
Oh my goodness. I mean, we've like seen this like destruction of like evil magic. He's gonna like...
Yeah, so like Bastille like reaches a hand into the void, and like outside of like the center space his hand comes out, and just this pulse of energy sends outward to all of them, And while he's doing that, for his other action for the turn, his other hand reaches towards the thrall right in front of him. Or wait, no, that's
Alrighty.
2 actions. So I can't use Muscle Barrier. Instead, for his last action, he will, like, his other hand will start forming an, like, Dark Aegis as he casts Shield.
You are a terrifying being. Object.
He casts Shield for his last action, and it is now Tyrannox's turn. And Tyrannox is very upset and is charging forward and spends 2 actions to charge forward and is going to probably attack your thrall.
Okay.
And it
He'll probably
chomps down with its flaming jaws.
Thrall's gone.
The thrall is gone. Let's just remove that from the field. It is gone. Your little shadowy thrall just disappears. And the Tyrannox roars. And that is Tyrannox's turn. Vamprawl.
Alright. Vampral's going to...
Vamprawl is this big, giant bat creature that is actually the source of all vampire-type myths in this world. But it doesn't actually turn anyone into vampires. It doesn't turn anyone into undead. It actually drains Mystia, not blood. And as always, there's always a grain of truth to every myth.
Does it, like, how long of, like, does it have any reach or no?
It has Rain of Shadows as a reach attack.
What does that do? It doesn't say on the sheet.
It's just an attack. It's just a normal attack.
I know, but it doesn't say what damage it does or anything like that.
You're right. Why did I do that? 2d8 plus... It has 2d8 plus 8... 2d6 plus 8 shadow damage. 2d8 plus 8 shadow damage. Plus knockdown.
Okay. Then yeah, I think it'll start with Rain of Shadows, see if it can knock this thing down.
Okay. It is using a ranged attack, Rain of Shadows. And that is going to be a 25. Does it hit Tyrannox? It does hit Tyrannox. This rain of shadow bullets just come down on Tyrannox and hits it. And it gets knocked down as well. The monster's last action was a successful strike that lists knockdown in the damage entry. It does. And it attempts to trip the creature. So, we're going to roll the damage. Tyrannox is going to take 18 points of damage. 18 points of shadow damage. And Vamprawl is going to try a trip. And does that beat Tyrannox's save? It does.
Oh. So Tyrannox is then on the ground?
Yep, Tyrannox is now prone.
Cool.
It falls over. And the ground shakes.
How much movement does Vampral have? Okay, I see it. Fly of 30. So then Vampral is going to move over to be flanking with the Thrall, so over here.
Okay.
Since it can fly over. For one action, and then is going to make a Fangs attack for the last of its actions. Since it's prone, that means it should have a -2 to the AC, and then it's got the flanking as well.
That is a critical hit.
Cool. So when the Vampire makes successful Fangs attack, so it's going to be the 2d6 plus or the critical, which I can roll that. So 32, and the target makes a Fortitude saving throw or becomes drained 1.
It is down. It is KO'd.
Oh,
You just KO'd a Tyrannox.
Yeah.
And the drain life. Actually, that is an action to drain life.
Oh, okay. Got it. Good to know for the future.
So you have KO'd Tyrannox. And that is Vampral's turn. Vampral just had a very successful...
He's like, "Aight, time to start swinging."
Yeah. Florsting is not happy. Next, it's Wraithlin.
I do think Bastille will just slowly turn his head towards Florsting and said, "Looks like magic can do more than you thought." What? The Wraithlin, I don't have a sheet to view on here, or at least it's not in the same...
Companions. Go to actors, and Rat's companions. That's right there.
I don't have a Rat's companions. I only have Willow's, Soma's, and Bastille's companions.
Oh, oops.
Let me see if I can show it. No, I can't. I'm going to just move it out of Rat's companions just temporarily.
Fair enough.
That's fine.
And then I'm going to configure ownership and give...
And then again, it looks like still the Rat Jr. is not on the initiative. Or at least I don't see them on the initiative.
I don't think pets can go on the initiative. And
okay.
whoever phone that is, could you please mute your phone?
So would Rat Jr. have just gone on my turn, or?
Yes, it goes on your turn.
Okay, I did not know that when I took my turn. I thought it was going to have its own turn.
So, you should be able to access Wraithlin now.
Yep, I see the Wraithlin, and now I just need the Rat Jr.
Rat Jr. And there it is. Figure ownership. Boom.
This Wraithlin's beefier than I expected.
Yep.
Bro, he carried me when me and Zoe had a fight.
I was not expecting him to have 80
Yes,
health. Like,
No, yeah, Bat is a healthy boy.
Yep.
okay, Rat Jr. is truly just kind of here for moral support. Okay.
I need to feed tax to get him up better.
Got it. Good to know.
So, Ducky, Willow, and Ada, you're up at the stands. You're watching this fight. You just watched Vampral take down Tyrannox. How do you react to this?
Willow looks at that the big Tyrannus, Tyranno,
Tyrannox.
Tyrannox falling down, and they just say, I would do not want to get on that guy's bad side.
You do not want to get on this
Okay.
T-Rex's bad side or Vampiral's bad side.
No, they're talking about Bastille.
Oh, you don't want to get on Bastille's bad side.
Yeah.
Could Rat Jr. have used their action for support benefits on the Wraithland? And just be riding on the Wraithland shoulder?
Sure.
Okay.
Hey, Ada, how are you reacting to this fight so far?
It's like, so far, she is admittedly just loving the fight.
So we're gonna go ahead and go towards the psychness with Wraithland.
Okay. What is its movement speed?
Its movement speed is 40,
40.
so I can get there in one action.
Okay.
And then with Rat Jr. on his shoulder, that puts Rat Jr. right there. And then it is going to make a melee attack with the Spectral Hand, in which it's got a +1 circumstance bonus for due to Rat Jr.
Alrighty. So you're doing Spectral Hand.
Yep.
We are rolling the strike, and that is a 25 to hit Psychtus.
26, actually, because of support benefit.
26. And it does hit. It goes right through Psychtus's body. And roll damage.
Cool. 17, and then due to drain life, it gets...
It is
5.
down.
Cool. Well, Wraithland still gets 5 temporary hit points, because it's just when the Wraith damages a living creature.
Yep.
And
Psychtus
then...
goes down.
Cool.
Psychtus
And
didn't get
then-
to show off its stuff. Neither did
That's-
Tyrannox.
That's a shame.
That's a shame.
Wraithland's now gonna use its last action to attack Damon.
All right.
Bigger isn't always
Roll
better.
with BAP. Multiple attack penalty.
Yep. And that now I was checking to see if it still got the circumstance bonus. See here. No, it's just until the first time. Okay. Just want to make sure. That's probably not good.
It misses.
Okay. Well, that's still a good turn, all in all.
Still a good turn.
My
Brigadier
children,
delays.
they make me so proud.
Floresting turns to you, I may. You weakling! You call it your pet! Your spellcasting pet! I
am no
will
one's
strangle you! What was that, Bastille?
I am no one's pet.
Plus, he is just a stranger to me. We just met like 20, 30 minutes ago? I have no idea who that guy is. I don't even know what his name is.
I am Bastille.
Willow throws popcorn at the guy that's insulting them and yells, boo,
Boo! Boo!
boo.
Considering who its master is, Rat
He
Jr. sitting on
charges
Wraithland's
at
shoulder will
Bastille.
also be squeaking boo.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
charges Bastille. He charges
absolutely.
Bastille. And he is going to raise his great club and slam you in the head with a 34 to hit.
Yep, 34 will hit.
Is it a crit?
No, my AC is 28.
Okay. He rolls damage, but still takes 24 points of damage. And that's all Vlorsting can do with his turn. He taunted, and he ran forward twice and then attacked with his great club. And Damon is now going to attack the Wraithlin.
My son!
And is going to use a Ravenous Bite. Let's see. Can it hit? It is a 25 to hit on Wraithlin. That does hit.
Barely hits.
Yes, it just barely hits. Wraithlin takes 19 points of damage. But it looks like Wraithlin resisted that because he has a resistance.
And with the 5 temporary hit points, that means he really
But
only
now,
did 4.
Wraithlin needs
Yes!
to make a fortitude save.
No! No, my son!
He is looking a little sick. And
He is immune to disease and poison.
He's immune to disease and poison. Oh.
Yeah, he's a ghost.
Yeah, he's immune to death,
That's-
effects, disease, paralyzed,
that is
poison,
fortunate for
precision, and
you.
unconscious.
That is fortunate.
My son! My son! My son!
Rats.
You tried!
Rat's having a lot of fun up there in the stands with this fight, isn't he?
Yeah.
That one delays, but still, it is your turn. Can you end it?
Cool. I mean, I don't know if I could end it. Florsting's still pretty good. But, first of all, Bastille... Actually, question, DM. First of all, as a necromancer, have license, I can naturally know people's health. What's the health of my enemies currently?
He's looking a little bit hurt. He's at 148 out of 219.
Okay,
He's a
148, got
healthy
it.
boy.
And how's our Damon doing?
Damon is looking pretty injured. It is at 48 out of 95.
Cool. Good to know. So first things first, Bastille is going to reach towards his other thrall and rip into like the center of the shadowy spirit as he absorbs it, and I cast Muscle Barrier, which gives me 60 temporary hit points.
So the thrall disappears.
Correct.
So you gain 60 temporary hit points by absorbing one of your thralls.
Correct.
You are a tanky boy.
Yes, I am. There we go. Now it'll let me cast it. I also have a +1 status bonus to athletic check if it ends up mattering, but it was primarily for that 60 temp HP. And that it takes 2 of my actions.
All right.
So for my last action, I pull out my Greater Striking Decaying Scythe as I slash into him. Because if he thought this caster wouldn't be able to fight up front, he was sorely mistaken.
Sorely mistaken. Sorely.
And that'll be a 39 to hit.
Holy crap.
Does that crit?
That does not crit. It does hit, though.
Darn, I was really hoping to crit, but it's okay.
Yep. Roll your damage.
Yep.
So Vlorsting is going to take a devastating 29 points of damage. robot. You will pay for that.
Bastille.
I don't care about your name. You will
It will be the last one you hear before you go to bed.
You'll be scrap metal when I'm done.
And then let me check one thing. Because this also has a decaying rune on it. Okay, that's just that 1d4 void damage.
Okay.
If it had been critical, it would have been persistent. Just wanted to make sure.
Okay.
And yeah, that's my turn.
It is Vampral's turn.
Cool. Vampral's gonna help finish off Damon here first. So
Okay.
he's gonna. We'll fly over here to where he's flanking,
Alrighty.
and then we'll make a fangs attack.
You make a
Here.
Fings attack.
33 to hit.
to hit Damon, and that is a crit.
Ooh.
You hit the critical button.
I did.
Okay. He takes 22 points of damage. Damon is not looking too good. It is at 26 out of 95.
You rolled a 1 and a 2 for the damage. That's sad.
Yeah. Let's see here. He's got one action left. He could either multi-attack or he could drain life. Or question. I forget how off guard works. Are they off guard if they're flanking?
If they're off guard, if they're flanking, well, he is flanked.
Yeah, I don't know if flanking inflicts
Yes.
off guard.
Yes, flanking does inflict off guard.
Yes.
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 Because Vamprol has sneak attack. They deal 2d6 extra precision damage to off guard creatures.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
Steph. You cooked hardcore when you made Vambrawl. You
So,
made.
I suppose
I
I
need
did.
to roll 2d6 more, which will be another times 2.
Yep.
So I'll just do this. 'Cause I'm not sure how else to apply it. So 8 times 2, 16 more damage.
It is now at 10 HP. Damon's
All
not
right.
looking too good. It's near death.
Then yeah, we'll just go for the multi-attack. We'll try and down it. Hey!
That hits. The fangs, its fangs sink into Damon. Let's see if you manage to take it down.
And now that I know that it gets the sneak attack, I can just add that as well.
The Damon snarls. As it makes its death throes, and it goes down. It falls over, knocked out. And that
And yeah,
is
that's Vampral's
Vampral's
turn.
turn. It is now Wraithlin's turn.
Yep, Wraithlin's gonna go ahead and move right there. No,
Okay.
here. Oh, Rat Jr.'s doing the boosting thing for Wraithlin again.
Okay.
And is going to attack Worsting.
Alrighty. This is a tag battle. I do have to point out, when one of the partners goes down, that team loses.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So if
Let's
you
go.
take down Vlor's Sting, you win.
He's probably. I wonder if his pride
to
will let him
hit
tag
Vlor
out.
Sting. That is a miss.
He has to tag out.
That's a miss.
That's a miss.
30 misses. Wow.
Oh my goodness. Listen, man, I got an ability that lets me ignore stuff. You might want to tag out if you're gonna try to take him on.
Yeah, is Vlor Sting going to tag out? It doesn't seem like something he would do.
That's what I'm wondering. But yeah, I like it. It seems like the Wraithland's ability to hit this guy is going to be rough, at least for multi-attack. But it doesn't really have anything else to do for its last action that I can tell. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything else, so it's just gonna make one final attack and hope for a nat 20, I guess.
Alrighty.
So close yet so far.
31 does not hit.
Darn it.
No, bad.
Vlor
I
Sting is
believe in you, my
handily
son.
dodging him. You're weak.
What does that
Don't you
make the
damn call my son. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
What does that make the creatures that lost to it?
Rawr.
That's
Don't you
what I
dare
thought.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I really want to say something. Anyways, Rad's gonna yell at Forsting, "Don't you dare call my children trash! I'll show you!" He's like gonna try to jump off, and I'm assuming Ada stops him.
It probably pulls him back.
Yeah, why am
I imagine Rat trying to run in place while Ada has him
reaches and
grabbed by
takes
his
him
neck.
Yeah.
I calm down.
Okay.
Stay
It
seated.
is Vlor Sting's turn. You have lost your shield. Vlor Sting now comes at you with his big great club. And that is going to be 40 to hit.
That'll crit.
That will crit. Holy crap.
Yeah. My AC is 27, so that's definitely
62 points of damage.
all right.
That takes out your temp HP.
Correct. It does 2 damage proper to me while taking out the temp HP.
What do you think of that?
He just shrugs.
His
I think-
great club came right down on your chest, and
I think
and then
with,
you just
Think
shrugged.
better.
I think with the shadows that I had over me, you left a scratch.
No, just yelling that you need to come up with better insults. To the
Tell your
I don't know.
Lacan friend up there to shut up.
Oh.
He attacks again, 35. Does that hit?
And you know that does hit.
$27 points of damage to Bastille.
Okay.
And that is... let's go ahead. He's pissed enough. He's going to go for it and miss. Critically miss. And that is his turn. It is Bastille's turn. What are you going to do?
Let's see here.
You just took a big chunk out of your HP.
I sure did. Let's see. Oh wait, I forgot. Anytime I did take a little less damage because anytime I absorb a thrall, well, not absorb a thrall. Anytime a thrall dies, I find it. When you destroy a thrall, I gain resistance to all damage except Force, Ghost Touch, Spirit, or Vitality, equal to half my level for the rest for 1 round, essentially.
Okay.
So I would have had resistance 6, so I get 12 HP back.
Nice.
Which I then get a little bit more back because I have fast healing.
Alrighty.
As I already start to regenerate the wounds he left. And then, you know, like, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Like, he's the one on the defensive, even if he might think otherwise. So I'm going to use an action to summon 2 thralls.
Okay.
And then use 2 actions for Muscle Barrier to have 62 HP again. As 1 thrall's left out in the standing even afterwards.
Alrighty.
Nice.
It would seem that you did nothing, actually.
Caster.
And also, when I use my action to create a thrall, I can additionally use that to attack with the thrall. So that thrall is going to try and hit him.
Okay.
So let's see here. This attack uses my spell attack modifier for the roll. I don't know if it'll roll an attack when I use to cast this, but we'll see. Yeah, it does. Cool. So we'll do bludgeoning, but because I am I just need to not check this. Let me roll that again, and it should show that as an actual option.
Okay.
Because I'm a spirit thrall summoner specifically, mine can do spirit damage, and no, it didn't give me that as an option. But okay, so this will be spirit damage if it hits, not bludgeoning.
Okay.
Essentially.
Alrighty. Can it hit?
Well, it doesn't say. It just says to roll damage. It doesn't say to.
Okay.
So let me roll this way.
This strike uses and counts towards your multiple attack penalty.
So it does.
Yeah, you use your own strike.
It uses yours.
Oh, it uses my spell attack modifier.
Yeah, it uses yours.
Yeah, your spell. It also has map.
I was just saying it doesn't have like a button to allow me to just roll to attack with it. So I was having
37 does hit.
Don't forget to apply map.
There won't be a map. I didn't use any other attacks this turn.
Oh, okay.
Takes 10 points of spirit damage.
Spirit damage, yes.
Are you going to shadow box me all day? Or are you going to fight?
Complaining because you are losing. Understandable.
Have a story point, Bastille.
Thank you. And yeah, that's Bastille's turn. As he regenerates everything the guy did on this last turn and hurts him.
Vamprawl.
Yep, and now Vamprawl in from the shadows. Coming from the top with the steel chair.
Dunk! Watch out! Watch out!
So he is flanking, so the other guy will have off guard for whatever minus that is to his AC.
Okay.
And coming in with a Fang's attack first.
26 misses.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
He just handily dodges it. Trying to sneak
Yeah,
up on me, are you?
Once again, hoping for a crit at this point, or that the AC is low enough with the off guard.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, no.
Yeah,
That is
No,
a
we love
miss.
gambling.
YOLO.
That's Vampral's turn.
Wraithlin.
Same verse as the first. He's gonna make some attacks with the guy being off guard.
Alrighty. 30, that misses.
No, my
Even
son!
with the off guard.
Yep. Unfortunately.
All
My
right.
son.
Pets are weak.
Just multi-attack at this point.
And that
Question,
misses.
would a 31 have hit with off guard?
No.
Okay, I keep forgetting about Rat Jr.'s ability to aid.
And that is Wraithlin's turn, I assume.
He's got one action left, so he's gonna do a -10 attack and hope he crits.
Hope
He
for the
could
best.
still roll in that 20.
I
He could.
believe in my son.
He could.
My son can do this.
So
And
close
that
yet so
fails.
far.
No.
All right, that's his turn.
Lorsting. He just shakes it off and he's like, you weak. I will slam this club down on your head. And probably misses.
No, 29 will hit.
29 does hit. Okay. He slams it down on you and does 26 points of damage to your temp HP. Took your damage?
Yep. He's at 34 temp HP.
32 to hit. He swings at you again and hits you.
Yep.
And you take another 31 points of damage. He just brings this club down on you.
Still have 3 temp HP left.
You still have 3 temp HP. And he's going to go for it. He's going to go for the map -10 and still hit.
Ow.
Ow.
He's got a
Jeez.
huge bonus.
Dude is.
Yes, he
He's
does.
just a fighter. This guy is a fighter. Fighter, for real, for real.
Yeah, I
Yes,
mean,
he
his
is.
bonus to hit is higher than our
33
bonuses
points
for
of damage,
sure.
and that takes out your temp HP.
It sure does.
How much? How much HP do you have now after this damage?
84.
84?
Mhm.
Okay.
Wait.
That is Vlorsting's turn. It is your turn, Bastille. Show us what the necromancer can do. Can you take him down?
Yes, use the power of the spirits.
to do what to do.
You can always just tag out too, because
I
I don't
could,
have.
but I think what I'm gonna do is cast Daemon form.
Oh.
As I get
Daemon
15
form.
temporary HP. Uh,
So you turn into
my
a demon.
AC becomes 21 plus my level.
You
So
turn
now
into
my
this
A-
big creature from the undergrave.
let's see here. Which one do I want to choose?
Venedemon looks interesting.
I mean, we're probably, because we're more doing it for the AC and the temp HP more than anything. So we're probably going to do the Melodemon.
The Melodemon?
Yes.
Okay. So you turn into this big giant Melodemon, this creature from the undergrave.
So during this, my AC becomes 21 plus my level, so my AC is now 33 instead of 27.
Okay.
I'm not sure if I have a way to change that.
You have to drag, I think, the effect onto you.
Yeah.
I think it does it all automated.
Okay.
So there you go.
And then my attack modifier is plus 21.
So what does this Melodemon look like?
So I think, like much with a lot of things, shadows just begin surrounding and encompassing Bastille as like he begins to grow in size, and like all like the shadowy version of the form of a like this demon. I'm not sure what the demons look like properly, but like in these glowing purple eyes, and this maw starts protruding out of where his face would be, as he now prepares with these claws and everything at his disposal as well.
You can't beat me on your own.
You could not beat me on your own. You came in here with more Mystimon than I, or did you forget?
I don't need pets to take you down.
And why did you bring them?
Because that was the rules.
He's just gonna make an attack. I don't know. Because it took away my actions for my scythe when it applied the stuff.
Yeah, it gives you a jaws attack, a claw attack.
Yeah, I figured since one of them had weapon attacks as well, I'd still be able to use my weapon, but I guess not. That is unfortunate.
Unfortunate.
Yeah, we'll just go ahead and make a claw attack. I want to do the maw. One does more.
Okay. Go for it.
Yeah, I'll probably do the jaws attack.
Alrighty, Jaws. We're gonna crunch down on him. On this asshole. This Vrock is an asshole. 27, that is going to miss.
Yeah. That's Bastille's turn.
Vampral.
Yep. Vampral's going to try and hit the guy, and as he does, Bastille is going to use his reaction to cast Shadow Strike, which means not only is Rosting off guard because of flanking, but Vamprol is undetected to him until the end of the current turn.
So he's making a sneak attack. Shadow
Yes,
Strike.
it's a full sneak attack now. Because I keep forgetting I took this.
You cast Shadow Strike on Vamprol. The target creature becomes one with the shadows, and even just for a split second, allowing them to strike unseen when the enemy least expects it. The target creature becomes undetected to a single enemy until the end of the current turn. So Vamprol is now undetected. Just disappears. Worsting doesn't know it's there.
It's a touch, sadly. Or can you do that through thrall?
I know it is. Oh, that's weird.
It's a reaction and it's a touch spell.
Yeah, it was a
You
reaction.
couldn't actually cast it. It's a touch.
I didn't realize it was a touch spell.
Thanks for pointing that out.
I apologize. I didn't want to be the rules lawyer.
No, well, this is one of the Humbra ones. Is that meant to be a touch? Because otherwise,
Yes.
how do you use that for a sneaking person?
You're supposed to get up behind them?
So, can you use it on yourself?
Yes.
Okay, that's good to know then. I guess that's how I should be using it then.
Okay.
Anyway, Vamprol attack.
And that does hit Vlorsting. Roll the damage.
Cool.
It sinks its teeth into Vlorsting's shoulder.
And since he's off guard, he still gets the 2d6 sneak attack.
Get your giant bat off of me.
For 22 damage.
22 points of damage.
And then
Drain life.
he's yes, drain life. He's gonna need to make a fortitude saving throw or become drained 1.
Okay. Fortitude save.
Probably good at these, but worth a shot.
36.
I assume that saves.
I assume that's probably a critical success.
I don't know. I don't know what the actual saving throw DC is.
Yeah, it's a critical success.
Okay.
There's a chart.
Well, no, I just mean I don't know what Vamprol's saving DC is.
Oh, apologies.
Okay, so
Yeah.
Vlorsting saves, critically saves.
And then we'll do... We want to do another Fang's attack? Doesn't really matter which. So we'll do the Talons for the other attack. Try and grab them.
Right, grab him with its talons.
Yep. Come on, crit.
So close.
28.
I've got to roll a
That is
nat
a
20
miss.
eventually. Seth's gotten 3. So, like...
I don't know. I might have a mod turned on or something. I don't know.
You've gotten 3 and we've gotten none. So, like,
No.
something's going on.
I've gotten like 2.
Okay, well, you should have given them to me.
I gave you my
Wraithling.
children.
Wraithling,
I gave you my children out of the kindness of my own heart.
You should have given me your crits, too.
Wraithling.
Wraithlin's gonna same verse as the first, drain life.
That is a 33 to hit. That does actually hit. Because
Yeah.
it's flanked. So with that off guard, it does actually hit. And right at this point, up the stands, Willow is cheering, Ada is cheering, Rat is trying to run out there, and Ada's holding him back.
No, Ada, let me go. I gotta teach him a lesson. He insulted my kids.
Keep hold of him. Don't let him go.
And then, as part of that,
all of a sudden, hold on. All of a sudden, Willow, Ada, and Rat, all of a sudden, you start hearing people screaming.
What?
Run! It's Scolms! Scolms! There
Where the heck
are
is Scolms?
Scolms in
Why
the
are you-
stands,
What's a
charging
scum?
at people. They are these skeletal creatures, these skeletons. And they are charging at people, and one comes right up to you. It comes right up to you and starts to attack you, Rat. And you can see that this skull actually has this like rime of frost over its bones. And now down to Wraithlin, down to Bastille and Wraithlin, you did 13 points of damage to Vlorsting.
and he must make a fortitude saving throw.
And he critically succeeds on that fortitude saving throw.
Next attack.
Go for it. As people in the stands are screaming as these skulls are attacking. That is a miss.
And last one. We can hope for a nat 20. No.
That misses. People are screaming in the stands, and the announcer calls out on the megaphone just as Vlorstig is coming down with his great club. We must suspend the match immediately. Everyone run! As Skulms are attacking, and to be continued. Next time on Mystimon Saga Hidden Archives. If you enjoyed today's show, how about you do us a favor? Drop us a like and a comment and maybe consider subscribing. We would also love for you to join our community of both Pathfinder 2e lovers and Mystimon Saga fans on our Discord. Catch our next episode live in 2 weeks on Thursday. And thank you, and we will see you next time.
See ya. Stay tuned.
Wait, can Willow do this like really quickly?
And we have ended the recording.
Oh.
We're not recording anymore. That was a heck of a battle.
That was nice. I'm so sad that most of my runesmith stuff was he saved against it. I really wanted to blow him up.
Oh.
Yeah. 12d6 points of damage.
Yeah, it's insane.
Had to interrupt the tournament match. You couldn't even let us have this.
Like I was about to say, I'm pretty sure that that's a common thing when it comes to all tournament, all kind of situations.
Others
Of
got their
at least
tournament
one-
matches.
of at least one tournament round.
I mean, come on, you almost beat him.
Yeah, but you let me beat him.
Yeah. Hey, listen, pal.
Gosh, Necro is
At least
like,
you managed to do something to him. All I did was, all right, I draw a rune on you. Oh, he has insanely high fortitude saves. Oh, he can probably hit me.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
assumed his fortitude and reflex would be high. But I can't.
Do shield.
Okay.
Well,
I-
next
I-
time.
I can't
Next
wait to go to the
time.
Mystimon casting though, because prepared
Yeah.
casting is the worst. My least favorite part about Pathfinder is the way they do prepared casting.
Yeah.
I have not figured out how Mystia casting works.
Well, it's
That's it.
much better than prepared casting. So prepared casting, why it's so bad is you have a limit of... You have to decide what spells you have and then what spell slot they're at. And so, like, let's say I take object reading. Not only do I have to take object reading, if I want to cast object reading more than once, I have to take object reading twice. Or however many times I want to be able to cast it on that day.
Question.
It's
Well,
such a weird
anyway.
system.
Yeah.
Does
That's how it was done to old school.
I know, but I don't get why they brought it into 2.
does the summoner and
You use
Or-
Mystia casting.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
wondering,
It's more like
do
a
you share that with
hybrid
your
between the two.
do you share that with your partner if they like take the feat to take spells, or do they have like their separate one?
So if you take the feats that give them spells, they will go off of like your spell modifier, but they would be the ones that have to cast that spell. You cannot cast it from your position.
I was wondering if they would have like their own separate thing for Misty, or if they would share like mine.
I think
That-
most
that-
of those are 1 per day things, so I can't imagine they'd go off Mystia, but
Okay.
that's up to our DM.
I was
Probably
just
not.
curious. Yeah, I was curious.
Also-
I was looking at one of my. I was looking at one of my feats, and it said that I was looking at the like Wakan weapon familiarity, and it said that I have proficiency in uncommon Wakan weapons.
Yeah, so that's to
What
like
would that
say
be considered? I guess.
there should be a list of weapons there with the Wakan trait, and that means like any of the stuff like that you can just use easily if you have that feat. For example, if I have a class that doesn't have proficiency in martial weapons, for example, cleric, if I pick goblin weapon familiarity, I can use a explosive dog slicer or a horse chopper
Would
or
I,
a regular dog slicer and treat them as simple.
would
That's
I
what
add,
that's for.
Would I add martial weapons to like the things I know? Since I'm assuming they're different than simple weapons.
Okay, let me try to see if I can explain this better. I'm sorry. Essentially, any weapon that has the Wakan trait, or that Wakans are normally known for are proficient with, if you have that feat, you can use it as is without being martially trained.
Okay.
Yeah, I was about to say, either way, I'm more than likely just going to be tuning off for the night, as it is getting a bit late for me.
Yep.
Okay.
Good night.
Take it easy, Twilight.
Bye. Yeah.
Thanks for holding back my character.
Dang,
And next time we have to fight a bunch of
Yeah.
undead.
I can use my Ghost Touch Tree Club. I haven't used that yet.
You cannot wait for next session. Is next session going to be bi-weekly? Since we're done with
it's back to bi-weekly. So
Okay.
next session is going to be February 13th.
And Necromancer will officially use Mystia casting.
Yes.
Yes.
We
These guys will not see what's coming.
will.
Yeah.
We see.
My reservations for magic casting will be gone.
Okay, so
Nice.
what do you think of the? Actually, I'm going to start recording again real quickly while I ask you this question. What do you think? These classes. I'm going to start recording now. What do you think of the Necromancer and the Runesmith?
Well, so I mean, as I mentioned, my biggest gripe will always be the way prepared casting is handled. It's so weird for so little like amount of being able to cast, because you've got like 2 first, 2 second, 2 third, 2 fourth, 2 fifth, 2 sixth, since Bastille's a level 12 character. But as far as the actual abilities go, those are great. Like I like being able to become beefy marshal via my ability to turn my spirit thralls into health bars. And then using the scythe that I've made from a thrall previously as a weapon to slash into people. The scythe's great. Yeah. I do know one of the big things that I notice is like obviously hasn't come up for Bastille yet, but at later levels, there's not a way to get mastery with the weapons. And with there not being a way to get mastery, that means there is one specific feat that I basically have to take, but I can't take until 18th level to be able to have a high enough bonus to potentially compete with like other people that are on the front line, since the highest I'll ever get with my actual like scythe is expert, which I feel like perhaps like if you're taking the, because it's an optional feat as it is to take osteo armaments and Reaper's weapon familiarity, which allows you to have familiarity with additional weapons, and then osteo armaments allowing you to create the scythe, or a different weapon. It doesn't have to be a scythe, but who's not going to go with a scythe if they're a necromancer? I feel like between those, there should be some way to get mastery in using those weapons. Because otherwise, as it stands, the only other way I can start competing won't be until I reach level 18, as far as being on the exact same field for that. And that's a while away. The specific feat I'm referring to, and that also just basically makes that, if you're going to be like a martial type of necromancer, makes that feat a requirement to get rather than just a fun option, which is called Bind Heroic Spirit. You temporarily bind the spirit of dead hero into you, gaining some of their talents. You learn the Bind Heroic Spirit Grave spell, which gives you a +3 status bonus to attack rolls and saving throws. And whenever you successfully hit a creature with a strike, you can create a thrall in a space adjacent to your target that lasts for 1 minute. That's great, don't get me wrong. But that's your only way of being able to potentially compete with marshals in that way of getting a high enough bonus. Sorry, that was a big word jumble.
So, Shadow, what do you think of the Runesmith?
I like the Runesmith. The only problem I have with the Runesmith for right now is if you want to play a more of a focus more on like etching, no, not etching, tracing the runes into enemies from far away. The action economy is similar to that of like a ranger. So that is, I don't know if it's a, I don't know if that's like that's what they're intending to go for or what, because it seems like that style is a little hit or miss, because it seems like they want you to be more of a like upfront guy, or you can go on range and stuff like that. So it's a little bit of a, essentially what I'm asking for is more direction, more feats that can help out with the action economy.
Right. So,
But
sounds like you both have kind of mixed thoughts on these classes. What would you change? If I were to homebrew something to change up these classes right now, what would you ask for?
I would say the optional feature of Reaper weapons familiarity should at some level give you mastery in those weapon arts. Like, I understand why it can't just be given as a free mastery, but Reapers already get some weapon proficiencies as it is. They get up to expert with the weapons they're already proficient with, so it doesn't seem like it should be too big of a deal if Reaper weapons familiarity extended to like having a later level gain like some class optional class features do, and or another feature potentially doing that and having one other thing, because it doesn't feel like getting a weapon, getting your proficiency to mastery should be a whole class feat on its own, so it should have something else that comes with it if that you're going to make that a separate feat, I would feel like. Beyond that, I don't think it's hard to say for other specific things. It'd be nice to be able to attack with more than one thralls. So the only other thing I can think of is like if you were to dedicate more, like let's say you use your ability to create thralls, which it scales up how many it can create at higher levels. So like I can create up to 4. I can create 1 to base, 2 with being an expert in necromancy, 3 for when I'm a master, and 4 if I'm a legendary, but it's always only 1 can make an attack. I feel like if you dedicate more actions, perhaps maybe making it kind of act like the magic missile equivalent I'm forgetting the name of at this moment, that like every action dedicated adds a number of bolts, not just a single bolt, and to where like if you have more thrall out already, like let's say you've used create thrall twice, and so you've got like 8 thralls out on the field already, and then you spend your next turn dedicating 3 actions to the create thrall ability, then you can potentially have not just 1 attack, but add an additional of whatever your mastery is at. So like for this, it'd be 4 for each action dedicated beyond the 1. So instead of just 1 attacking, you could have up to 9 thralls attack. It'd be all of your actions to do that, but right now the ability to utilize multiple thralls is extremely limited in what you can do. So you're almost always going to be just blasting them and only ever casting the ability to then explode them for other things. And I feel like that makes the at least subset of necromancer that's like, I want an army of minions, not as useful when that army of minions can't all attack. Or at least a majority of them can't attack.
All right, and Shadow, what would you ask for me to change if I were to homebrew something on the Runesmith? What would you ask me to change?
Well, essentially, a nice change that I think the Runesmith would have is that essentially there's a main thing about the Runesmith and with their runes and stuff like that is that some you can combine and put all like a bunch of like runes of the same thing. So like you can invoke a rune and then that rune, I believe it invokes all of them at the same time or just one. I have to reread the rules again. But essentially, one of the things I would like is if the runes of the runesmith, if like there's like some cool way to like mix and match them, because it seems like there's no cool way other than just because the only mix and match things you can do is like, oh, this rune has a larger explosive radiance now. Oh, that's cool. Can I? What I want is, can I like mix and match some of the runes? Like, there's a rune that like lets you fly towards an enemy that hits you. What if I combine that rune with the rune Aerinel, the fire one, so that way if they hit me and I fly towards them and they also get hit by an explosive. Because it seems like mixing and matching with different runes aren't really prioritized unless it's specifically designed for that. I think that it stifles the creativity that you can do with RuneSift, because with RuneSift you can be extremely creative with the runes that they've given you. Because there's a rune where you put it on your shield and it creates like a giant like illusion wall, and that's sick. That's awesome. And imagine if you can combine it with like something like the gravity rune, where someone hits your shield and you hit the gravity rune, and then all the people gets pushed towards your invisible like illusion shield wall thing. And they would actually think like they hit a wall or something like that.
All right. So it sounds like you both have some nice things to say about these classes and some not so nice things. Some criticisms about these classes. I definitely put those in the survey for the playtest. This is pretty much the last day that you can do that. I think it ends on the 31st.
Okay.
And if you have anything else that you would like me to think about homebrewing for these classes while we wait for the full release, please put them in the Discord. And for everyone at home, please join our Discord. We would love to meet you.
Yeah.
Join Bastille's thralls.
You can join me in my studies of the runes. Runes are quite amazing. There's a reason I spent most of my life studying them.
I'm assuming that they... Well, usually necromancers and summoning classes have a problem where you... Well, I know it's a problem in like D&D, where you summon like 8 things and they all attack, and that usually drags combat, and then no one else really like gets a turn, because usually, depending on I guess how much health it has, you could basically just like kill everything with like the 9 things, depending on how.
Yeah, the bigger thing with the thralls already don't get their own turn, so they can only attack through the create thralls cantrip you get anyway. And then there are some other cantrips where you can use them to like make them explode. You can turn one into a bone spear that you then throw in a line at an enemy. All of those are real cool, but there are specific features, like especially at the like real high levels, like one's Mortimal Living Graveyard, in which can make a whole bunch of thralls. But once you have those thralls out, they don't really have anything to do, because they don't have a way to attack. So, like, the Living Graveyard has 400 hit points. It's a bulk of graves and tombstones that walk together. 5 thralls using the base thrall statistics fall from their grave into empty spaces adjacent to the Living Graveyard. These additional thralls last until the spell ends. So, like, it can create 5 thralls a turn. However, you don't have a good way to utilize those 5 thralls a turn.
Yeah.
Like, at most, I can potentially use 2 thralls in a turn. And I'm not built to do that, for sure. But, like, with 3 actions that the Necromancer themselves has, if the cantrips aren't able to consume multiple thralls for greater effect, or the other spells you can potentially get aren't able to do that, their Living Graveyard, as cool as it is, there's almost no reason to take it over one of the other ones, considering the other 2 are, for the level 20, which that's a level 20 feature, are Mortem Ultimatum, which gives you an additional 10th rank spell slot, or Perfected Thrall, that gives you 1 really good Thrall, that has 200 hit points that you can just keep taking out of, and anytime it would lose hit, whenever you would destroy a Thrall to use it, it just loses 20 HP, and it has its own strikes. So,
Underwhelming for level 20.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Perfected Thrall is much better than Living Graveyard, because it strikes do 7d10 bludgeoning damage. So the potential to have multiple Thralls attack, considering they each do, like right now, only 3d6, at max level, I think that'd go up to like 6d6, give or take, maybe 8d6 at most. So like, already, like, the Thralls do less as it is, so potentially having more of them be able to attack if you dedicate actions to it or otherwise, would at least give you other ways to use them.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That's my main thoughts there. There's, like, because I know Necromancer is often a very, like, people like to think of Necromancer as the, like, just creating a wave of undead that you can't stop. Yeah. And there is no way to do that. You can make the wave dead, but then they just stand there menacingly.
Yeah, but I think it stems from the problem that summoning in Pathfinder kinda, it's really bad. They're mostly there just to be a meat wall.
Like, it's just like, I definitely get the concerns with summoning, but with Thralls, I feel like there's not as much of an issue, because end of the day, they do each have 1 HP. They are going to, like, even if you have 30 of them on the field, they're all going to die from a single AoE.
Yeah.
True.
One of the biggest complaints that I've been hearing about the Necromancer on Reddit is the fact that the Thralls cannot move.
They can't move?
That's
crazy.
Weird.
I didn't even realize that, but yeah, I guess they can't.
That is something that I have discussed with Elle on how we can homebrew that. And I think I have a good way of homebrewing a change to allow the Thralls to move. Basically, my idea is to basically make it so when you can cast the spell, when you cast the spell to make it attack, you can also just cast it to have the thrall move. So when you cast the spell, you can have it either move or attack.
Oh yeah.
I will say I'm not sure making it like cost one or the other is really needed, because at that point, if your options are have it, because I can see why it's not as much of an issue, because when you create thralls, like, there's not a limit to how many you can create. There's just a limit to how many you can create with the create thrall cantrip at one time. Like, people have done the math, and like, if you do everything right, you can get up to like 180 thralls out. So like,
Wow.
the movement isn't as big of an issue, because like, you can just keep creating them. It just takes an action potentially to do. And then once you get like things like the Bind Heroic Spirit or other things like that, you have other ways to make them, because then you're creating them whenever you hit a guy with an attack.
Okay. So how about we test it out with that small change?
Well, that's what I was saying. So I don't think movement will really... Making movement cost the create thrall action doesn't make sense, because why would you move one instead of just making more?
Tactical advantages, because let's say this enemy is gonna smack your squishy backline.
And now I've summoned 2 thrall to flank him.
Yeah. Or
Why
you
would
could
I
save
move 2 thrall? Why would I move a thrall when I could just create 2 more?
Well, if the enemy is smart, they can, kill certain thralls, I think, so they don't have like the flanking advantage if they're
Exactly.
smart.
So why would I move a thrall when I could have more thralls?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, fair enough.
There's no world where, or at least the worlds are extremely limited, where using create thrall to move a thrall rather than using it to create 2 more is gonna be useful. Unless their movement's insane, because create thrall's regular range is 30, but assuming they have the like base speed of 25 to 30, then there's truly no reason to move, unless it's a case where like when you cast the create thrall to make them, you can both create 2 and move.
Yeah.
Because then you could create 2 while moving the others.
Yeah, but then again, it's all theoretical. We have to actually test it out in play to see if it works.
Yeah. I was just saying, I don't think making it cost it to move alone. I know I personally will never have a reason to do that.
I think I'm going to end the stream now.
That's fair.
Yeah.
If anyone has any questions about these new classes, you can certainly join our Discord if you want to join in the discussion. I just had a cat rampage. If you want to join in the discussion about these new classes, please join our Discord, and we will see you next time.
Can't wait to blow things up.
And
Yeah.
find out what the hell my cat just... Holy crap, Snowy has a poofy tail. Snowy, here's Snowy Mon. Snowy Mon. Snowy Mon. Come here. Come here, Snowy Mon. Come here.
So yeah, Binary, I do have a quick question for you though.
Yeah.
She must have
Do
suddenly
you
got
enjoy-
scared by something out in the hall.
Oh, be careful. Wraith planes are out. But yeah, my question for you, Binary, is do you enjoy the flavor of Pathfinder or Necromancer?
Oh,
Or does
yeah.
it not scratch that Necromancer itch?